Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ City Manos, and I just hooked up my transmitter receiver to my sub and my RCFs. So I got this one hooked up to the RCFs, this one hooked up to the sub. And somebody asked about how do I hook it up. I'll make a video later on, but right now it's pretty simple. Just it says stereo out, and then it says monitor out. I'm using the monitor out for my subs and the stereo out for my RCFs, the tops, the RCFs. You could reverse it. You could put your tops on the monitors and your subs in the stereo. You could do whatever. I mean, I already tried it. They both sound the same. Now, here's the subs. Here's the RCFs. Pretty simple. I could turn this off, and it'll be just my subs only. You know. Let's back it up. Let's back up this song. You could hear. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that's basically the sub right there. I don't have it too loud. And then here's the tops. So here goes the subs. You probably can't hear that. Now, I'm hearing it, and the transmitter sounds good. You still have good bass. You still got, it sounds good. This transmitter's little cheap little suckers, man. And what I mean cheap, I mean price. Cheap little, and they're plastic too. They they are kind of cheap. Little plastic things keep getting scratched. Check it out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're all beat up and scratched already. But yeah, they're cheap little plastic. They're not hard plastic. There's a soft plastic that gets scratched up so easy, but they work. They sound so good. I'm gonna talk about the gig, about the Pioneer subs compared to the Altos. When I was at the gig, it sounded good. It sounded really good. And here's where I have my settings at. Let me turn it down some. Here's where I had my settings at. Here's where I normally have my settings at. I have my RCFs right there. Get the hair out of the way. And I had my subs. It's supposed to be right here, but I had it a little bit more because I want to crank a little bit more bass. And I had this with a little bit bass, just a little bit bass, a little bit mids, and a little bit of highs. Right? I had it just like that. Here's the disappointing part. Here, I always have it at 7. I'm not going to turn it up too loud. I'm not going to put on the music, but I had it at 7. Right? And here, I had it there. Usually, with just the RCFs by itself, I could put the RCFs right here before they start peaking. If I go any further, they start peaking, right? It depends on what songs you're playing. If you play a song with a lot of bass, it start peaking. So right here is the RCFs. Here, I couldn't even pass this part. The Pioneer wouldn't go past that. It would start peaking, but even though that was the max, I was pushing those Pioneers. It still sounded good. Now, if I would have had this one, I could go all the way over here, and these don't peak, but the RCFs are peaking. You know. So yeah, I was right there, but it still sounded good. It sounded really good with 2. So now the question is, am I gonna buy another one? I think I am. I was thinking, and if I order it now, it should be here by Thursday. So I think I'm going to pull the trigger and give me another pair. And I'm still selling this one. Hopefully somebody will buy it. This one right here, they're really... I did a school dance. I'm not sure what school dance it was, but I did a couple of school dance where I took 1 sub and the 2 RCFs. So I had the sub in the middle. Even that prom last year, I took 1 sub. And I was pushing the max on the sub, because I told you I could go a little bit more on the sub. I was pushing the max, and it could handle it, but they're just so heavy. It's so heavy. That's my only complaint, that they're heavy. Especially for myself, I'm always by myself, doing gigs by myself. And that's the thing, guys. I always do small gigs. I don't want to do anything big. So that is perfect for small events. When you want a little extra bass, that is perfect right there. Now, if I want to do like a huge gym yeah, it's not gonna handle it. I probably need 2 of these, you know, to rattle the gym. But if it's a small place, you know, 200 people, I think this is perfect. This and the RCFs is a perfect combination because this already has a good bass, but this gives it the extra bass that you need. Look, I mean, listen to this. You can't hear it, but let me turn it down some. Then I cranked it up a little bit. Turn it back down. Turn it back down. Listen to this. Let me see. Let's see if I can make that picture fall. Let's see if I can make that picture fall. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Poor picture, man. Already fell a couple times. My daughter painted that too. So I don't want to knock it down, break it. I got to buy a little wire in the back so it won't fall. But anyways, the little things, man, it sounds good. It sounds good. To give it the extra bass that I needed. I don't want anything like huge and heavy. And then I carry those speakers, the Pioneer. I carry them from my garage inside. And this one I had to bring it in with the dolly. Yeah, I carry that one. The only thing that they're so wide that I had to make sure I didn't smack my knuckles on the door. That's the only problem, is wide. But man, that thing is like beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm gonna probably order a new one, another one today, and it should be here tomorrow. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger, and this right here sounds beautiful too with the sound. It doesn't lose sound quality. It sounds good, in my opinion. Everybody got different, I guess, they hear things different. But for me, this sounds good. I connected them because I didn't want no wires there in the way. I have my wires here. And here goes another thing too is, forget it. This one right here, I found out the problem with this when I was putting songs because I use my phone to hotspot. So I'm using my phone as the internet. And the problem was I was in the middle of nowhere, so my phone's working slow. I think that's the problem, is that when I'm in the middle of nowhere, my phone works slow. But like I said, the solution that I had was, this is a 4-channel mixer. It's 2 channels, but it's 4. You have deck 3 and 4 here, but you only could use it. So what I would do, I would put it on 3, and then right here, all this is from Tidal. When you get a song right here, and you put it over here, it tells you it's downloading. See, that was quick, but it tells you it's downloading, and it's ready on deck 3. So I could go back to deck 1 and finish playing that song. It can't play them at the same time. That's the suck part about it. So if I'm playing this song, check this out. If I'm playing this song and I go over to deck 3, it's gonna stop. So now I play this one. So now I got Shakira, right? I got Shakira, and the other song is still playing. Look. So you cannot play them at the same time. That's the suck part about it. It's only a 2-channel mixer, but you cue it up and get it ready. So that's what I did. I was experiencing slow internet. It was pretty. It's like it's still moving. I haven't stopped it, Shakira. So let me stop it over here. Go back. So that's what I was experiencing. I was experiencing a slow internet, and well, my phone. And then I was just queuing them up to channel 3 and channel 4, deck 3 and deck 4, and I was using 1 and 2 as my normal. So when I was playing regular songs, and when I looked over, I said, okay, it's done. I'll switch it over and play it. I mean, it worked. Yeah, you know, instead of playing it, next thing it get cuts off because it's still buffering. But it worked. So yeah, I think I'm gonna grab me another sub. I think it's perfect for what I'm looking for. I just wanted a little bit more bass, and I wanted a light sub that's not too heavy. It worked. I did that place last night, and I matched this one to that one. So when I had this one to the max, I turned this one, you know, to match it. I didn't want to overpower, put this one louder. So if I would have had another sub like this one, since I matched it, it would have sounded just like that. The way I did the prom, it would have sounded just like that. I don't think it would be any difference. At first, I thought this one was more louder. It sounded pretty loud. At first, I thought, but when I turned it up, I said, ooh, now the bass are kicking in. I had to turn this one back down because it was a little too loud. I had to match them. I had to walk back and forth to see, you know, to get the sound. And it sounds good to me, in my opinion. It sounds good. I think I am going to grab another one. I like the weight. I like the size. I have a small car. 2 of these would fit perfect. If everything fit perfect. The only thing I did not take at the prom was my wedges. But if I would have took my wedges and my batteries, I didn't take the batteries. But if I would have took the wedges and the batteries, I'm sure I could have fit everything still in the car. But now with these, that they're smaller, it'll be even better, you know. But I think I would have fit with this one, with this sub, and that sub. I think I still could have took the wedges, but I didn't take them. So I have a quinceañera coming up. That's the next big event, and I'm going to take my sub. So hopefully I'm going to order the sub right now, and it should be here by Thursday, I'm hoping. If not, if it's not here in time, I have to do the lopside move again and take this one. And if I can't get the covers for this, I know a lady who who make the covers. She made these covers right here. Let me show you my Altos. I'm waiting on somebody to show up, an electrician. One of my outlets broke. This lady made these covers for these Altos. She made these covers, and she wants to know the brand, and she could make a cover. But since these subs are wood, and this is cloth, it's gonna get caught. So I have to explain to her that the subs are wood. If there's something else that she could provide, like something more slippery, so it could go over the wood, because this cloth thing is gonna be getting caught on the wood, and it's gonna be hard to put on, you know. But I know a lady, and I'm gonna see if I could find her again and tell her that I have this subs right here. She just wants the brand, the name, model, and then she could get the dimensions and make me a cover. And I'm gonna explain to her that they're wood, that if she could make some kind of material that's slippery to slide on, you know, or else it's gonna be getting caught. This is pretty rough. This wood is not smooth. Yeah, I want to get it before I start banging them, because once they start getting banged, like these suckers, man. Which one is it? Look at the cat was on it. Evidence. Got fur everywhere. One of them is already banged. You got a crack on the side. One of my RCFs. That's with the covers on too. You know, they get banged. All right, this is your boy. I'm out. Peace.